There's a moment in every lifter's journey when the mirror stops lying, not because your chest suddenly grew overnight, but because your discipline finally showed up. You see, muscles don't build by accident. Strength isn't gifted. The level of your chest, the power in your frame, the confidence in your walk, all of it is earned through the daily grind of discipline. It's not the weights that build your body, it's the routine you refuse to break. When the gym is empty, when your mind says skip it, and your body says rest, discipline is the voice that whispers, do it anyway. That's where transformation begins. Most people think growth happens during workouts, but that's only half the truth. Real growth happens when you choose consistency over comfort, every time you show up, even tired, every time you push through, even sore. Every time you eat right, even tempted. That's when your body learns who's in charge, your excuses or your discipline. The man who controls his discipline controls his destiny, not just in the gym, but in life itself. Consistency is the invisible force that transforms effort into power. It's not the one-time effort that makes your chest stronger. It's the repeated act of showing up every single day, no matter how you feel. When you train consistently, you're teaching your body discipline. You're sending a message to your muscles that growth is not a wish, it's a commitment. The body adapts only to what it experiences repeatedly, and that repetition is what separates the average from the exceptional. When you train your chest regularly, you build not only muscle fibers but also mental fibers. Each time you step into the gym, you reinforce a pattern in your mind. A pattern of discipline, endurance, and resilience. Your body listens to your actions more than your intentions. It recognizes when you show up again and again, and that consistency tells it to evolve. The chest doesn't grow from random effort. It grows from routine, a structured effort that never stops. No matter what obstacles appear. There will be days when your energy is low, when your mind is tired, when you feel like taking a break. But consistency means doing what needs to be done even when it's not convenient. It's in those moments when you push through fatigue and still complete your sets that real transformation happens. Every repetition on those days carries more weight, not just physically, but mentally. Those are the reps that build the mindset of a champion. The mindset of someone who doesn't depend on mood, but on mission. Think about your body as a system that responds to habits. When you feed it consistency, it becomes predictable in its growth. The muscles start responding to the rhythm of your effort. Your recovery improves, your strength increases, and your endurance stretches further each time. The chest, being one of the major muscle groups, thrives on regular stimulation. Missed days interrupt the progress, but consistent training compounds the effect, layer upon layer, fiber upon fiber. Consistency also builds trust, not with anyone else, but with yourself. Every time you show up, you strengthen that trust. You begin to believe in your word because you're proving it through action. That belief becomes a source of power. When you can trust yourself to follow through, you remove doubt. And when doubt disappears, effort becomes effortless. It becomes a way of life. That's when consistency transforms from something you do to something you are. There's also a deeper science behind this principle. The body grows during recovery, but only after it has been consistently challenged. Without that repetition, the body has no reason to change. It adapts to comfort. But when you show up repeatedly, pushing the limits of your chest muscles through controlled stress, your body begins to repair, rebuild, and strengthen. This cycle of breakdown and rebuild is only triggered through consistent training, not through random or occasional effort. The most powerful physiques in the world were not built overnight. They were built through quiet repetition over time. There's nothing glamorous about showing up every day, but it's that simplicity that produces greatness. The person who trains twice a week with intensity will never surpass the one who trains 5 times a week with consistency. Intensity fades, but consistency compounds. One burns fast, the other builds slow, but steady always wins. Consistency also sharpens your technique. Every workout is an opportunity to perfect your form, understand your movement, and learn how your chest responds. You begin to sense your limits more accurately and push them wisely. Over time, your connection to your body becomes sharper. You don't just lift, you feel every contraction, every stretch, every moment of tension. That awareness comes only from doing the work again and again until mastery takes over. What's powerful about consistency is how it transforms your entire mindset. It teaches patience in a world that celebrates shortcuts. It forces you to rely on process, not promise. You stop expecting instant results and start respecting gradual growth. Each workout becomes part of something bigger, not just about building your chest, but building your willpower. You begin to see fitness not as a task, but as a testimony of persistence. Every great transformation begins with one decision, the decision to keep going. Consistency is the proof of that decision. It's the quiet grind behind every visible success. Each rep you perform, each day you show up, becomes another brick in the wall of strength you're building. And that wall stands tall because it wasn't built in a day. It was built through thousands of consistent moments that no one saw but you. Form is the language your muscles understand. When you train your chest, it's not about how much weight you lift, but how precisely you lift it. Every movement should be controlled, every contraction deliberate. Perfect form ensures that your chest, not your shoulders or arms, carries the workload. It's the difference between training and simply moving weights. When your form is clean, your chest muscles are engaged at the deepest level, and that's where real growth begins. Proper form demands focus. You cannot rush through your sets or let momentum do the work. You must feel each repetition from start to finish. Whether you're pressing, flying, or pushing, the goal is connection. The mind-muscle connection. When your mind is fully present in the movement, you activate more fibers, create better tension, and push your chest beyond comfort. That awareness transforms a basic lift into a sculpting motion, shaping your chest with intention. Every rep should begin with control and end with control. Dropping the weight quickly or bouncing it off, your chest might look powerful, but it steals growth. Controlled tension is what breaks muscle fibers properly, forcing them to rebuild stronger. When you move too fast, you lose that tension. When you move with precision, you make every rep count. It's better to perform 10 perfect reps than 20 careless ones, because perfect form always multiplies the result. Form also protects you. Many lifters struggle with injuries not because of heavy weights, but because of sloppy execution. When you keep your chest lifted, shoulders stable and back tight, you create a foundation that supports power. Your joints stay aligned, your muscles stay engaged, and your progress remains sustainable. Proper form doesn't just build muscle, it preserves your ability to keep training. The stronger your form, the longer your journey lasts. The truth is, mastering form is not about ego, it's about intelligence. Anyone can stack plates and move them, but few can control them with precision. The lifter who focuses on form is the one who learns faster, grows smarter, and develops more evenly. When you refine your movement, you begin to feel subtle differences. A better contraction here, a deeper stretch there. That sensitivity turns you from a lifter into a craftsman, shaping your body with skill. Even breathing plays a major role in maintaining form. When you exhale during exertion and inhale during release, your body moves with rhythm. That rhythm creates stability and focus. Breathing properly allows you to channel your strength effectively into your chest muscles rather than wasting energy. Most people underestimate this, but breath is what powers control. Controlled breathing keeps your form steady even as fatigue sets in. Form is not something you master once and forget. It's something you refine forever. Every workout is another chance to improve, to feel the motion more deeply, to understand your chest from a new angle. When you treat each session as a lesson, your form becomes art. Your movements become smoother, your tension more focused, and your growth more visible. The body rewards those who treat form with respect. The mirror might show results slowly, but proper form guarantees that every ounce of effort counts. You're not wasting energy, you're channeling it. You're not just lifting weights, you're sculpting symmetry. That's what separates those who look strong from those who are truly strong. With correct form, you train efficiently, meaning your time in the gym becomes more valuable, more productive, and more transformative. You can think of your form as your foundation. Just as a building can't stand tall on a weak base, your chest won't grow on unstable technique. If your elbows flare too wide, if your wrists bend, if your control wavers, you leak energy. But when your form locks in, every muscle fiber aligns with your intent. The energy you generate goes directly into growth, not waste. And with time, that focus builds the kind of chest that commands attention. Precision builds perfection. Every press, every stretch, every contraction you perform with focus creates microscopic changes. These changes accumulate. Day after day, week after week, your form turns into a rhythm that your body memorizes. The better your form, the more efficient your growth, the safer your training, and the stronger your chest becomes, not through luck or shortcuts, but through mastery of movement and unwavering control. Progressive overload is the key principle that separates those who stay the same from those who evolve. It's the practice of gradually increasing the challenge on your muscles so they have no choice but to adapt and grow stronger. Your chest won't expand simply by repeating the same weight, the same reps, and the same effort week after week. The body is designed to survive. Once it gets comfortable with the load, it stops growing. Progressive overload forces it out of that comfort zone, compelling it to rebuild bigger and stronger. When you increase resistance, whether through heavier weights, more repetitions, slower tempo, or increased volume, you create new demand on your chest muscles. That demand breaks down the muscle fibers just enough to trigger growth. It's not about reckless lifting or ego-driven jumps in weight. It's about smart progression. A few extra pounds, an extra rep, or an added set. Small, consistent improvements create massive results over time. Growth happens in the details, not in the extremes. Your muscles respond to challenge the same way your mind does, by adaptation. When you repeatedly expose your chest to slightly higher stress, your body's natural response is to repair and fortify itself for future resistance. This rebuilding process increases muscle density and strength. Without that challenge, the body remains stagnant, conserving energy because it doesn't sense the need to evolve. That's why staying at the same level is comfortable but unproductive. Comfort doesn't create growth. In every workout, The goal should be progress, not perfection. You might lift 50 kilograms today, but next week, try 52. 5. If you did 10 reps last session, push for 11 this time. That one rep or that extra bit of tension might seem insignificant in the moment, but over months, it compounds. Your chest begins to take shape not from giant leaps, but from consistent micro improvements stacked over time. Every little step forward adds up to visible transformation. Progressive overload also teaches patience. It reminds you that greatness is built gradually. You can't rush growth because your muscles need time to recover and adapt. Each new challenge you introduce must be calculated, enough to push you, but not so much that it breaks you. That balance is where true strength is forged. The chest grows when you walk that line between effort and exhaustion with control and awareness. It's not just about adding weight, it's about variety. Progressive overload can mean adjusting the angle of your presses, switching from flat bench to incline, increasing time under tension, or reducing rest periods. Each variation shocks the muscle differently, preventing adaptation and forcing continuous development. Your body gets used to patterns, so breaking those patterns ensures your chest muscles remain under new pressure that keeps them responsive. Tracking your progress is crucial in this process. Write down your lifts, reps, and sets. Keep record of what you're doing each session. This habit allows you to see exactly where you're improving and where you're stalling. When you track your numbers, you take the guesswork out of your growth. You stop relying on feelings and start relying on data, and data never lies. It shows you whether you're moving forward or standing still. Progressive overload also sharpens your mental resilience. When you approach a heavier set, your mind starts whispering doubts. It's in that moment that your determination is tested. The ability to push through hesitation and lift something you've never lifted before builds confidence, not just in the gym, but in every area of life. Each small victory under the bar strengthens your mindset, proving to yourself that limits exist only until you push past them. The process demands respect for both effort and recovery. You cannot overload endlessly without rest. Your muscles grow when you challenge them, but they strengthen when you allow them to heal. That recovery phase is part of the overload cycle. Skipping rest or overtraining breaks the balance and halts progress. Growth requires both the push and the pause. The wise lifter understands that both are essential parts of the same process. Progressive overload turns your training into a journey of constant evolution. It ensures that your chest never gets complacent, that your mind never loses focus, and that your effort always moves upward. Each new level you reach becomes the new starting point for the next challenge. It's a cycle of becoming stronger, sharper, and more disciplined with every step, built not on sudden bursts of effort, but on deliberate, progressive mastery over time. No matter how hard you train your chest, if your nutrition is weak, your growth will remain limited. The gym is where you stimulate the muscle, but the kitchen is where you build it. Your chest muscles need the right fuel to recover, rebuild, and grow stronger. Protein, carbohydrates, and healthy fats aren't just nutrients. They are the building blocks of transformation. Every meal you eat becomes part of the foundation you're constructing inside your body. Protein plays the leading role in this process. When you train your chest, you create micro tears in the muscle fibers. Protein provides the amino acids your body uses to repair those tears, making the muscle thicker and stronger. Without enough protein, your body can't rebuild efficiently. It's like trying to build a wall without bricks. Lean meats, eggs, dairy, beans, and nuts become your allies in the mission of muscle growth, helping your chest recover after every intense session. Carbohydrates are the energy that power your workouts. They fill your muscles with glycogen, which acts as stored fuel during training. Without carbs, your energy drops, your endurance suffers, and your strength declines. The goal isn't to overload on sugar or empty calories, but to choose complex carbs like oats, brown rice, sweet potatoes, and whole grain. These keep your energy stable and your performance sharp. A strong chest requires strong effort, and strong effort requires solid energy. Healthy fats are equally important, though often overlooked. They support hormone balance, especially testosterone, which plays a major role in muscle development. Without proper fat intake, your body struggles to produce the hormones necessary for growth and recovery. Sources like olive oil, nuts, avocados, and fish provide the essential fatty acids that keep your system functioning at its best. The right balance of fats ensures your body remains in a state that supports consistent muscle gain. Hydration is another part of nutrition that many lifters underestimate. Your muscles are made largely of water, and dehydration directly impacts strength, endurance, and recovery. Every contraction, every rep, every heartbeat depends on water. Staying hydrated helps transport nutrients, maintain blood volume, and flush out toxins. When your body lacks water, performance drops, your pump feels weaker, and your energy fades faster. Water isn't optional, it's part of the growth equation. Meal timing can make a major difference in how efficiently your body builds muscle. Eating before a workout gives your body fuel, and eating after a workout provides the materials it needs to repair. A balanced pre-workout meal with protein and complex carbs gives you the stamina to push through heavy chest sessions. A post-workout meal replenishes glycogen and begins the recovery process immediately. Consistency in meal timing keeps your metabolism active and your body in an anabolic state. Micronutrients, vitamins, and minerals play supporting roles that are just as vital. Iron delivers oxygen to your muscles, magnesium supports muscle function, and zinc aids in recovery. These nutrients ensure your body operates at its peak, allowing your chest to develop efficiently. Skipping vegetables, fruits, and whole foods deprives your body of these silent workers that make a major difference in strength, energy, and recovery speed. Nutrition also affects your mental focus. When you eat clean, your energy remains steady, your concentration improves, and your motivation stays high. Junk food, on the other hand, causes sluggishness, mood swings, and fatigue. The quality of your food directly impacts the quality of your training. Every choice you make, every bite, either builds your progress or delays it. The discipline to eat right mirrors the discipline to train hard. Your metabolism adapts just like your muscles do. When you feed your body regularly with balanced meals, it learns to use nutrients efficiently. Skipping meals or extreme dieting slows down progress. Your body begins to conserve energy rather than burn it. Subtly, it responds with strength, endurance, and growth. Balanced nutrition is not about deprivation. It's about nourishment, giving your body what it needs to perform and recover. In fitness, nutrition is the unseen effort that amplifies the visible result. Every rep in the gym creates a demand, and every nutrient you consume fulfills that demand. Without proper fuel, even the hardest workouts lead nowhere. But when your nutrition aligns with your training, your chest muscles grow fuller, your strength increases, and your endurance stretches further, because your body finally has the energy, materials, and support it needs to build something powerful from the inside out. The true strength of your chest doesn't begin in your body, it begins in your mind. The mind muscle connection is one of the most powerful yet underrated principles in fitness. It's the ability to consciously focus on the muscle you're training, to feel every contraction, every stretch, and every ounce of tension. When you direct your attention to your chest during every press, fly, or dip, you activate deeper fibers that random movement can never reach. Your focus transforms ordinary reps into sculpting tools that carve real growth. The human body follows the signals sent by the mind. When your mind is distracted, your movement becomes mechanical and your chest engagement weakens. But when your concentration is locked in, your body responds differently. You begin to feel your chest contracting more intensely, your control sharpens, and your form becomes precise. It's no longer about lifting weights from point A to point B. It's about making every inch of that motion count. The chest grows best when the mind commands it with intent. Building the mind, muscle connection takes patience and awareness. It doesn't happen overnight. You must slow down your movements, focus on the stretch at the bottom of a press, and feel the contraction at the top. You must pay attention to how your muscles respond to different angles and tempos. This kind of awareness turns every rep into a conversation between your mind and your body. The more fluent you become in that language, the more control you gain over your growth. It's easy to fall into the trap of lifting heavier without feeling the muscle work. Many lifters chase numbers rather than connection. But when your goal is muscle development, feeling the contraction is more valuable than the amount of weight you lift. Heavy weights moved carelessly only recruit surrounding muscles to help, reducing the tension on your chest. Controlled movement with focus ensures your chest carries the full load, and that's where the true growth begins. Breathing also plays a role in strengthening this connection. Every exhale should be tied to effort, and every inhale should prepare your body for the next push. This rhythm keeps your focus aligned and your energy centered. When your breath and your mind move together, your entire system operates in harmony. That balance amplifies your power, improves endurance, and helps you maintain form even when fatigue sets in. Visualization deepens the connection even more. Before lifting, imagine your chest expanding, contracting, and growing stronger with each rep. The brain can't fully distinguish between imagined and real movement. When you visualize effectively, you prime your body to perform better. That mental rehearsal increases muscle activation during the actual lift, sharpening your ability to engage the chest fully. Visualization is the silent training that happens before the first rep is even performed. The more you train with focus, the stronger your neurological pathways become. Your brain learns how to communicate faster and more efficiently with your chest muscles. This enhanced connection increases coordination, stability, and activation. Over time, your body responds instantly to your commands. You no longer need to think about feeling your chest. It becomes automatic, as natural as breathing. The stronger the connection, the more efficient your training becomes. Distractions are the biggest enemy of this process. When your attention is divided between your phone, the music, and your surroundings, your focus weakens. The mind muscle connection requires total presence, the ability to be fully engaged in what you're doing, not just physically but mentally. Each set should feel like a meditation where your only thought is the movement of your chest. That's when training transforms from an activity into an art form. You can test your connection easily. Try flexing your chest without weights. If you can isolate and contract your chest on command, your connection is strong. If you struggle, it means your mind and your muscle aren't yet in sync. Practicing control outside of lifting helps strengthen this bond. Flexing, posing, and even slow push-ups with focus teach your brain how to control your chest more precisely. It's a skill, and like every skill, it grows with repetition. The mind-muscle connection turns your workout into more than just movement. It turns it into mastery. It allows you to feel progress even before it shows. It teaches patience, control, and mindfulness. When you lift with awareness, your chest isn't just growing stronger. Your discipline, your focus, and your mental clarity are growing too. Every rep becomes a test of how deeply you can connect your mind to your muscle, and how powerfully that connection can reshape your entire body. Rest is not laziness. It is part of the training itself. The hours you spend outside the gym are just as important as the hours you spend lifting weights. When you train your chest hard, you create micro tears in your muscle fibers. These tears are not the sign of damage, they are the sign of progress waiting to happen. But those fibers can only rebuild and strengthen when you give them time to recover. Without rest, you're not giving your muscles the chance to complete the growth process. Many lifters make the mistake of thinking more training equals more results. They push their chest every day without allowing it to heal. What they don't realize is that muscles grow between workouts, not during them. Training breaks the muscle down, but rest rebuilds it stronger. When you overtrain, your recovery lags, your energy drops, and your performance weakens. Proper rest ensures that your chest muscles come back denser, fuller, and more powerful after each session. Sleep is the cornerstone of recovery. During deep sleep, your body releases growth hormone, a key factor in repairing and building muscle tissue. This process cannot be replaced by supplements or shortcuts. When you sleep less, your body has less time to produce this hormone, meaning slower recovery and weaker gains. Quality sleep is not just rest for your mind, it's the foundation for your physical transformation. Each night of deep rest is another step toward a stronger chest. Active recovery is another crucial part of this phase. This doesn't mean lying idle all day. It means engaging in light movement that promotes blood flow without overexertion. Stretching, walking, or light cardio help bring oxygen and nutrients to your muscles, speeding up recovery. It's the balance between activity and stillness that keeps your body in peak condition. Too much rest can make you stiff, while too little rest can make you weak. Active recovery keeps the system flowing. Nutrition also plays an essential role in recovery. The food you eat after training fuels the rebuilding process. Protein repairs the muscle fibers, while carbohydrates replenish glycogen stores. Without these nutrients, recovery slows down. The meal you eat after a hard chest session determines how well your body will respond to the next one. Every bite you take after a workout contributes to rebuilding the strength you used up in the gym. Hydration during recovery often goes unnoticed, yet it's vital. Water supports the transport of nutrients throughout your body and helps flush out metabolic waste. When you're dehydrated, your recovery slows because your body cannot efficiently deliver the materials needed to rebuild muscle tissue. Staying hydrated is a small habit with a massive impact. It keeps your internal systems functioning smoothly and ensures your muscles stay elastic and ready for the next workout. Rest also restores your nervous system. Training doesn't only fatigue your muscles, it taxes your central nervous system (CNS), which controls strength and coordination. If your CNS is overworked, your muscles may feel fine, but your performance will drop. You'll notice slower reaction times, weaker lifts, and reduced motivation. Taking rest days allows your CNS to recharge, keeping your focus sharp and your energy stable during intense chest workouts. Stretching and mobility work enhance the recovery process by keeping your muscles flexible and your joints healthy. Tight muscles restrict blood flow and limit performance. Post-workout stretching prevents stiffness and allows your chest muscles to expand and contract freely. Mobility training ensures that when you return to lifting, your range of motion remains full, your form stays clean, and your power output improves. Flexibility supports strength by keeping your body balanced. Mental recovery is another overlooked component. Training hard requires not only physical effort but mental intensity. Focusing, pushing limits, and battling fatigue take a toll on your mind. Rest days give your brain the chance to reset. They help you return to the gym with fresh motivation, sharper focus, and renewed energy. When your mind is clear, your training becomes more efficient. Rest doesn't just rebuild the body, it recharges the willpower that drives it. Rest and recovery are where transformation happens silently. It's the invisible work that your body does when you're not lifting. Every night of proper sleep, every day of balanced rest, every mindful moment of relaxation contributes to strength. Your chest doesn't grow from doing more, it grows from doing enough and allowing that effort to mature. True progress is built in the spaces between the struggle, in the quiet hours where the body restores what the mind has demanded. The connection between your mind and your muscles is not something abstract. It's a science-backed principle that separates average lifters from great ones. When you train your chest, it's not just about pushing the weight up and down. It's about controlling every inch of the movement with purpose. The mind-muscle connection means directing your full attention to the chest as it contracts and stretches. Each repetition becomes more effective when your mind is fully engaged with the muscle you're working on. Too many people go through their workouts mechanically. They let momentum do the lifting instead of muscle control. When this happens, other muscles take over, and the chest doesn't receive the tension it needs to grow. By focusing mentally on your chest, you make sure the right muscle bears the load. You can feel the fibers activate, tighten, and expand under pressure. That awareness improves not only your form, but also your growth potential. Before each set, visualization plays a crucial role. Close your eyes for a brief moment and imagine your chest muscles working in perfect coordination. See them contract with power and release with control. Visualization prepares your mind to activate those muscles even before you lift the first rep. This mental rehearsal builds a neurological bridge between your brain and your body, strengthening communication and making your training more efficient. During each repetition, control is everything. When you lower the weight, do it slowly and deliberately. Feel the stretch across your chest as if you're sculpting each muscle fiber with precision. When you push the weight up, don't rush, focus on the contraction. The slower and more mindful the movement, the greater the engagement. Your muscles grow when they're under tension, and nothing increases tension more than controlled focus. Breathing also enhances the mind-muscle connection. Deep, rhythmic breathing keeps your oxygen flow steady and your concentration sharp. When you inhale as you lower the weight and exhale as you lift, your body moves in harmony with your thoughts. Each breath becomes a rhythm that guides your focus and strength. Improper breathing can disrupt this balance and cause you to lose form. But when done right, it amplifies your mental control and power. Distractions are the enemy of focus. In the gym, every second counts, and your attention should belong entirely to the set you're performing. When you think about your phone, your playlist, or your surroundings, you dilute the connection between your mind and your muscle. Training with focus means leaving everything else behind. No conversations, no wandering thoughts, only the lift. Every rep should feel like a dialogue between your willpower and your chest. The mind-muscle connection also builds discipline. It teaches you to move with intention, not impulse. Each repetition becomes a lesson in patience and precision. You start to understand that real strength is not just physical, it's mental control over the body. The lifter who trains with purpose, who feels each contraction and controls each motion, gains more from fewer reps than one who lifts mindlessly for hours. With time and consistency, this connection becomes second nature. Your body starts responding faster, your chest pumps become deeper, and your growth becomes more visible. You develop the ability to isolate and engage specific muscle groups at will. This level of control gives your training a new dimension. It's no longer about lifting weights, it's about mastering your body through your mind. Many great athletes and lifters speak about entering a zone during their workouts. That zone is the purest form of the mind-muscle connection. It's when every movement feels effortless yet powerful. When you're fully present in each rep. You're not counting sets, you're living them. This state of awareness transforms ordinary training into extraordinary progress. Your chest doesn't grow from random effort, it grows from focused intention. The mind is the command center that directs every fiber, every contraction, every rep. When you train your mind to stay present, your body follows with strength and precision. The chest you want to build starts in your thoughts, and the more clearly you connect with it, the more powerfully it responds to your effort. Building a strong, fuller chest isn't just about what happens in the gym. It's also about what happens in the kitchen. Your muscles grow when they're fed the right nutrients, not just when they're trained hard. Every repetition in the gym breaks your muscle fibers down, and your nutrition is what repairs and rebuilds them. Without proper fuel, your progress stalls no matter how intense your workouts are. The body needs protein, carbohydrates, healthy fats, and hydration to grow stronger and recover faster. Protein is the foundation of muscle repair. It provides the amino acids your chest muscles need to rebuild after every workout. Lean sources like chicken, fish, eggs, and plant-based proteins feed your body with clean, effective nutrients. Each meal should carry enough protein to support your recovery window. When you neglect this, your body lacks the raw material to create new muscle tissue, and your hard work in the gym fades into exhaustion instead of transformation. Carbohydrates are not the enemy, they are the energy source that powers your training. When chosen wisely, they refill your glycogen stores and prepare your body for the next workout. Complex carbs like oats, rice, sweet potatoes, and fruits release energy steadily, helping you train harder without fatigue. When your chest workout demands heavy presses and controlled reps, carbohydrates ensure that your strength doesn't fail halfway through a set. Energy and endurance are built from consistent fueling. Healthy fats play an underrated role in muscle growth. They balance hormones, support recovery, and improve focus. Fats from sources like olive oil, nuts, seeds, and avocados keep your body's systems running smoothly. They also support testosterone production, an essential factor in building lean muscle mass. A balanced intake of healthy fats doesn't slow you down. It gives you lasting power and mental clarity during your workouts. Hydration is another pillar of nutrition that lifters often overlook. Dehydration weakens your performance and affects the way your muscles contract. Every cell in your body relies on water for optimal function. When your body is hydrated, your muscles perform with full capacity and your recovery is faster. Water helps transport nutrients, maintain volume in your muscles, and flush out toxins from intense training. A strong chest starts with a strong system, and hydration fuels that strength from within. Timing your meals can make a significant difference in muscle development. Eating the right nutrients before and after your workout ensures that your muscles receive immediate energy and recovery fuel. A pre-workout meal with a balance of carbs and protein powers your training, while a post-workout meal replenishes your body and starts the rebuilding process. Skipping meals or eating randomly breaks your body's rhythm and delays growth. Consistency in timing is as important as consistency in effort. Supplements can assist your nutrition but never replace it. Whey protein, creatine, and B-cause can support your recovery and endurance, but they should always complement a whole food diet. The true power lies in natural food sources because they carry not only nutrients, but also vitamins and minerals essential for your body's balance. Supplements can fill gaps, but they cannot build strength without discipline in eating habits. Nutrition is not about shortcuts. It's about creating a sustainable system. Understanding portion control is vital. Eating too little can leave your body undernourished, while overeating can slow your performance and add unnecessary weight. Balance comes from knowing your goals and adjusting your intake accordingly. For muscle growth, you need a slight calorie surplus, just enough to feed your progress, not to overload it. Listening to your body and tracking your meals teaches you how to fuel intelligently, not emotionally. Sleep and nutrition work together. Without enough rest, even the best diet won't yield results. Your muscles recover and grow during sleep, and that process depends on the nutrients you provide. When you combine proper eating with proper rest, your body responds with visible transformation. Nutrition sets the stage for growth, and recovery brings it to life. A weak diet means slow progress, but a focused, consistent plan builds your chest like a craftsman builds a masterpiece, layer by layer, with precision and patience. Every strong chest in the gym tells a story of consistency, not luck. Behind every rep, there's a meal plan. Behind every lift, there's discipline in what's consumed. The chest doesn't grow from the iron alone. It grows from the fuel that sustains the fire. When your nutrition aligns with your training, the body begins to respond in ways you never imagined possible. Every bite becomes a brick in the structure of your transformation. And that's how champions are built, through dedication to the details that others ignore. Training hard is important, but what most people fail to understand is that growth happens during rest, not during lifting. Your muscles don't grow when you're bench pressing, they grow when you allow them to heal. Every rep, every set, every push creates micro tears in your muscle fibers. Those tears need time, nutrition, and rest to rebuild stronger. Without recovery, you're not building muscle. You're just breaking it down repeatedly. True progress comes from the combination of effort and recovery working together in balance. Sleep is the foundation of recovery. When you sleep deeply, Your body releases growth hormones that repair and rebuild the tissues torn during training. It's during those quiet hours that your chest muscles recover their strength and density. Missing out on sleep doesn't just slow growth, it limits your energy, focus, and endurance for the next day's workout. Your body is a system, and sleep is the command center where restoration happens. A solid 7-9 hours of restful sleep can make more difference than an extra hour in the gym. Rest days are not signs of weakness. They are part of a disciplined routine. Many lifters push themselves daily, thinking more training equals more results. But overtraining leads to fatigue, poor performance, and injury. Your muscles need time to recover fully before you challenge them again. A well-structured training plan includes specific rest days that allow your body to reset, rebuild, and prepare for greater effort. A rested body performs better, lifts heavier, and grows faster. Muscle soreness is a natural part of the process, but chronic pain is a warning sign. When your chest muscles remain sore for too long, it's your body signaling the need for rest. Ignoring this leads to burnout and potential injury. Understanding your body's feedback is critical. Some days your muscles will be ready for power. Other days they'll need patience. Learning to listen to your body separates smart athletes from those who break under pressure. Recovery is wisdom in motion. Active recovery is another powerful tool. It doesn't mean sitting idle. It means engaging in light activities that stimulate blood flow and loosen tight muscles. Stretching, yoga, light jogging, or even mobility drills can speed up the healing process. These activities help remove lactic acid buildup, reduce stiffness, and enhance circulation, allowing nutrients to reach your chest muscles more efficiently. Movement, when done intentionally, becomes therapy for your body. Hydration plays a vital role in recovery too. Water carries nutrients through your body and flushes out toxins created by intense workouts. A dehydrated body recovers slowly and feels more fatigue. The chest muscles, like all others, depend on proper hydration for elasticity and performance. Drinking water before, during, and after workouts ensures your cells are replenished and your muscle fibers can heal effectively. Hydration is recovery in liquid form, simple yet essential. Massage and stretching techniques enhance muscle repair. When you stretch after a workout, you help your muscles relax and return to their natural length. This prevents stiffness and improves flexibility. Massage, whether through foam rolling or professional therapy, releases tension and boosts blood flow. The goal is to keep your muscles soft, healthy, and prepared for growth. These small steps prevent long-term strain and keep your chest training consistent and effective. Proper nutrition directly supports recovery. Protein intake after training provides the amino acids your chest muscles need to rebuild stronger. Complex carbs restore energy levels and healthy fats aid in hormone regulation. A well-fed body recovers faster while a poorly nourished one remains stuck in fatigue. Post-workout meals are not optional. They are a continuation of your training. You don't finish your workout when you leave the gym. You finish it when your body begins to heal. Mental recovery is just as important as physical recovery. Constant training and pushing without mental rest can drain motivation and focus. Taking time to relax, reflect, and reset your goals keeps your mind aligned with your purpose. A calm, rested mind brings sharper concentration and stronger willpower during your next training session. Recovery is not only for the muscles, it's for the mind that commands them. Strength is as much mental as it is physical. The smartest athletes understand that rest is not laziness, it's part of the strategy. The balance between training intensity and recovery determines long-term success. Every time you rest properly, your body adapts to the stress you've placed on it, becoming stronger, bigger, and more resilient. Recovery isn't a break from progress, it is progress in disguise. Those who master it transform faster, perform better, and sustain their growth longer than those who ignore it. When you step into the gym, it's not just your body that trains, your mind must lead the way. The connection between your thoughts and your muscles determines how effectively you build strength and shape. The chest, being one of the most targeted muscle groups, responds best when your focus is sharp and deliberate. It's not about how much weight you lift, but how deeply you connect with every contraction. The mind-muscle connection is the art of turning every rep into intentional growth. When your mind commands, your body follows with precision. Every time you perform a bench press, a push-up, or a fly movement, your thoughts should be anchored on your chest. Feel the stretch as the bar lowers, the tension as the fibers lengthen, and the contraction as you push with full control. Many lifters move weights mindlessly, focusing on numbers rather than engagement. But the greatest transformation occurs when every lift becomes a conscious effort to connect the mind's focus with the body's motion. That's how champions train with awareness, not just effort. This connection develops through patience. It doesn't come in a single session, but through repetition and mindfulness. The more you focus on your chest while training it, the more your nervous system learns to activate the correct fibers. Over time, the movement becomes more efficient, the control becomes smoother, and the pump becomes deeper. Your chest responds not only to resistance, but to your mental direction. Focus transforms movement into mastery. Breathing plays an essential role in this connection. Controlled breathing enhances rhythm, focus, and endurance. When you inhale deeply during the stretch and exhale through the contraction, your muscles receive better oxygen flow, which improves your endurance. It's more than a technique, it's synchronization between the mind and the body. Breathing properly allows you to remain in control, preventing sloppy execution and maximizing every rep. Visualization strengthens this link even before you touch the weights. Before each set, imagine your chest expanding, your muscles tightening, and your form perfecting with each rep. Visualizing success prepares your brain to command your body more effectively. Top athletes use this strategy to program their movements for precision. When your brain already sees success, your body aligns itself to achieve it. Visualization is the silent rep that prepares you for every visible one. Concentration during sets keeps the connection alive. The moment you allow distractions into your workout, checking your phone, talking, or rushing through movements, you weaken that bond. Training requires solitude and thought, even in a crowded gym. When your mind is locked in, your chest muscles receive full engagement. The more disciplined your focus, the more efficient your results. Every distraction steals growth. Every second of focus builds it. The tempo of your lift also shapes this connection. Slow, controlled movements increase muscle tension and improve neural engagement. When you lower the weight slowly and push it back up with intention, you create maximum time under tension, which leads to greater muscle activation. Fast, uncontrolled reps may look impressive, but they rob you of the deep connection required for true strength. Control is power in its most disciplined form. Consistency is what strengthens this bond permanently. You can't build a powerful connection overnight. It's a skill you refine through consistent, mindful practice. Each session in the gym is an opportunity to improve your awareness of your body's signals. The burn, the stretch, the contraction. All these sensations guide you toward better control. When your mind and body move as one, your chest development becomes not just visible but powerful. The mind-muscle connection also prevents injury. When you're aware of every motion, you naturally maintain better form and posture. Awareness keeps your joints safe and your muscles balanced. Many injuries occur when the mind loses focus and the body moves carelessly. But when your attention is sharp, your movements are clean and safe. Focus protects as much as it builds. The stronger the connection, the safer your progress. Mastering the mind-muscle connection transforms training from a routine into a form of discipline. You stop simply lifting weights and start sculpting strength. Every set becomes intentional. Every movement a step closer to mastery. The chest doesn't just grow through mechanical effort. It grows through mental precision. The one who controls their mind controls their growth, their power, and their destiny inside and outside the gym. In the journey of building a powerful chest, the greatest weapon you have isn't the bench press, it isn't supplements, and it isn't genetics. It's consistency. Every great physique you admire is built on the small, daily decisions that no one sees. It's the discipline to show up even when you're tired, even when progress feels slow, and even when motivation fades. Consistency turns effort into transformation. The body rewards persistence, not perfection. Those who keep going, even through the smallest steps, always move ahead. Your muscles don't understand intensity once a week. They understand repeated effort over time. You can train hard one day, but if you skip the next few, you're breaking your momentum. The body thrives on repetition. Each training session builds on the last one, and every missed session slows your progress. That's why consistency matters more than short bursts of effort. The chest doesn't respond to occasional effort. It responds to continuous commitment. Consistency is not about doing everything perfectly. It's about doing the right things regularly. Even when you don't feel your best, even when the weights feel heavy, your body remembers every rep you push through. Over time, these small efforts compound into strength and size. The athlete who trains consistently, eats clean consistently, and rests consistently will always outgrow the one who trains hard occasionally. It's a law of growth. What you do daily becomes what you are permanently. Building a strong chest isn't just a physical task, it's a test of patience. You won't see results overnight, and that's where most people give up. They train for a few weeks, don't see the mirror change, and lose faith in the process. But consistency is about believing in unseen progress. Every drop of sweat, every disciplined meal, every hour of rest contributes silently to your growth. Progress is invisible at first, but it builds beneath the surface until one day it becomes undeniable. Consistency also sharpens your form and control. When you practice movements repeatedly with focus, your body learns to move efficiently. Your nervous system adapts, your muscles engage better, and your technique becomes smoother. That's how you lift heavier without injury and build balanced strength. Inconsistency creates confusion in your training pattern. Consistency creates mastery. The difference between good and great lifters lies in how long they stay dedicated to their craft. Even your mindset evolves through consistency. When you make training a part of your lifestyle, not just a seasonal habit, your willpower grows stronger. You start to rely less on motivation and more on discipline. Motivation fades when life gets hard, but discipline stays when nothing else does. The gym becomes more than a place, it becomes a symbol of your commitment. The more consistent you are, the more your mind adapts to push through limits that once felt impossible. Your nutrition, recovery, and effort are all connected through consistency. Eating clean for one day won't change your physique. Eating clean for months will. Sleeping well for one night won't heal your body. Sleeping well every night will. The same principle applies to your training. Each consistent action reinforces another. The body functions best when it's trained, fed, and rested in rhythm. Break the rhythm and progress slows. Keep the rhythm and growth becomes unstoppable. Time tests everyone's dedication. In the beginning, the fire burns bright, but after months of repetition, that's when true strength is measured. Many people want quick results. Few are willing to endure the grind. Consistency isn't exciting, but it's powerful. It's the quiet force that turns your goals into reality. When others quit because results seem far away, those who remain steady find that time eventually rewards their loyalty. Consistency teaches humility too. You learn to respect the process instead of rushing it. You realize that strength isn't built by shortcuts or luck. It's built by showing up every day, giving your best, and trusting that each rep counts. The gym humbles you with slow progress and rewards you with lasting change. The same effort, repeated with faith and discipline, carves out not only a stronger chest, but also a stronger character. When you look at those who have transformed their physiques, you'll notice one thing in common: they never stopped. They didn't skip when they were tired. They didn't quit when it got hard. And they didn't lose focus when results came slowly. Their success wasn't built in a week. It was built in hundreds of days of repetition, of doing what others refused to do. That's the essence of consistency, showing up every single day, no matter how you feel, and giving your all to the process that will one day reveal your greatness. Discipline is the backbone of every strong physique, every great athlete, and every lasting transformation. It's the invisible force that keeps you moving forward when motivation disappears. Motivation might get you started, but discipline keeps you consistent, focused, and unshaken. When you decide to train, eat right, and rest properly every single day, even when you don't feel like it, that's discipline in action. It's not about feelings, it's about responsibility toward your own growth. The chest, the strength, the endurance, they're all born from the quiet decisions made when no one is watching. Every rep in the gym tests your discipline. It's easy to push through the first few sets when energy is high, but discipline is what carries you through the last painful reps when your body wants to give up. It's that voice inside that says, asterisk, one more set, asterisk, when everything else says stop. Discipline doesn't shout, it whispers, and only those who listen rise above average. It transforms your workouts from random effort into structured purpose. Each session becomes a test of willpower, and each test strengthens not just your body, but your mind. Discipline extends far beyond the gym walls. It controls how you eat, how you rest, and how you manage your time. Building a bigger chest isn't just about lifting weights. It's about creating habits that support growth. It's about choosing real food over junk, sleep over distractions, and long-term results over short-term comfort. Every choice reflects discipline. It's not glamorous or easy, but it's the difference between wishing for progress and earning it. The disciplined athlete doesn't chase comfort, he builds character through sacrifice. There are days when you'll wake up tired, when your body feels heavy, and when your mind tells you to skip the workout. Those are the defining moments that separate the average from the elite. Discipline is what pulls you out of bed, gets you under the bar and reminds you of your purpose. It doesn't depend on emotion, it depends on decision. When you train from discipline, not from mood, you gain power over yourself. And once you master yourself, no obstacle can truly stop you. Discipline also teaches patience, the art of trusting the process, even when results are slow. The chest doesn't grow in a week, and strength doesn't appear overnight. Every rep, every meal, every recovery day adds a small piece to the bigger picture. Discipline reminds you that growth takes time. It silences the voice that demands quick results and strengthens the one that believes in consistent effort. The longer you stay disciplined, the stronger your body and your mindset become. It's easy to admire the results of others without realizing the discipline behind them. Behind every strong physique lies a story of self-control, early mornings, strict diets, missed temptations, and relentless focus. Discipline is built through these daily battles. It's choosing to lift when you're sore, to eat clean when cravings hit, and to rest when your ego wants to overtrain. Discipline doesn't make you perfect. It makes you consistent. And consistency always wins in the long run. Your environment tests your discipline too. Friends may tempt you to skip the gym. Junk food may call your name. Laziness may whisper comfort. But the disciplined one stays focused. He doesn't let external noise control his internal drive. Discipline is about saying asterisk, no asterisk to what weakens you, and asterisk, yes asterisk to what builds you. It's not about punishment, it's about purpose. Every time you resist distraction, you gain control over your destiny. The more you practice it, the easier it becomes to live by it. In training, discipline means respecting your form, your schedule, and your recovery. It's about following the plan even when it's tough or repetitive. Many lifters get distracted by new trends, changing routines, or chasing quick results. Discipline keeps you grounded, reminding you that mastery comes from repetition, not randomness. When you stick to a plan long enough, your chest responds, your strength increases, and your confidence grows. Discipline builds not just muscle memory, but mental endurance. Discipline also shapes your mindset beyond fitness. It builds habits that affect every part of your life, how you work, how you think, and how you face challenges. The same mindset that makes you lift heavy when tired will help you stay strong in every struggle. Discipline becomes a lifestyle, not a task. It forges humility, focus, and resilience. When you live by discipline, every area of your life begins to align with strength and purpose. The truth is, without discipline, every goal fades. You can have the best program, the best diet, the best equipment, but without discipline, it all falls apart. It is the glue that holds your journey together. Discipline is what keeps your hands on the weights when your mind wants to quit. It's what turns ordinary effort into extraordinary transformation. The chest, the power, the focus, they all grow from the same root. Discipline that refuses to break, no matter how hard the challenge becomes. Discipline is the foundation beneath every rep, every set, and every drop of sweat. It's what separates dreamers from doers, talkers from builders. The chest you're building is just a reflection of the self-control you've built inside. So, when the days get heavy and progress feels slow, remind yourself muscles grow from movement, but greatness grows from discipline. Stay faithful to the process, and your results will speak for themselves.